Is your indoor cat bored? Last episode we talked about routine, how your cat's nervous system organizes itself around predictable patterns, and how keeping those patterns is one of the quietest forms of care you can offer. This episode is about something related, something most indoor cat owners sense but don't fully reckon with. Your cat is bored. Not all the time, not necessarily right now, but chronic sensory understimulation is one of the most widespread and least talked about welfare issues for indoor cats, and most owners never connect it to the behaviors they're seeing. The 3 a.m. zoomies, the ankles attacked from behind the couch, the compulsive over-grooming, the staring at walls, the restless pacing, the cat who seems fine, but somehow isn't quite settled. These aren't personality quirks, they're symptoms. This episode is about what boredom actually does to a cat's nervous system, why indoor cats are especially vulnerable, and what the highest return fix looks like, which is probably already in your home and almost certainly being underused. Welcome back to Yours Meow. Let's get into it. The mismatch nobody talks about. The domestic cat evolved as a creature built for exploration. Their ancestors roamed territories measured in miles, tracked prey, navigated complex environments, processed thousands of sensory inputs every hour. The average indoor cat lives in roughly 1,000 square feet. Indoor cats live significantly longer, healthier lives than outdoor cats. But the biological mismatch between what a cat's nervous system was designed for and what it actually experiences is real. Boredom in cats is not a mild inconvenience. Chronic sensory understimulation leads to increased cortisol levels, redirected aggression, destructive behavior, compulsive overgrooming, and in some cases, what veterinary behaviorists describe as a depression-like state. A cat that has simply stopped engaging with the world around them. The cat who attacks your ankles has predatory energy with nowhere to go. The cat who overgrooms isn't necessarily anxious by nature. Sometimes their nervous system is looking for stimulation and turning inward, though overgrooming can also signal medical issues worth checking. The cat who stares at walls for 20 minutes is not mysterious. They're bored. What a bored cat actually needs. Cats don't need more space as much as they need more sensory input. A small apartment with rich sensory experience is better for a cat than a large house with nothing to engage. The nervous system doesn't need square footage. It needs stimulation, movement, novelty, things to track and respond to. Which is why the window is the single most underrated piece of cat welfare in any home. A window is not just a view. For an indoor cat, it is a multisensory portal to an entirely different world. Visually, it offers movement, the single most powerful stimulus for a predatory brain. Birds, squirrels, insects. Your cat's brain actively processes every movement in that visual field, running prey assessment programs unchanged in thousands of years. Through smell, an open window delivers a constant stream of olfactory data. Other animals, the progression of seasons, rain coming, another cat's territory markers, information completely invisible to you. Through sound, the window delivers the ambient soundtrack of a world larger than the apartment. Bird calls, wind, traffic. Each keeps your cat's auditory system engaged in ways a quiet interior cannot. And light, natural light shifting throughout the day, regulates your cat's circadian rhythm and provides the warmth that makes a sun patch one of the most biochemically satisfying places a cat can be. The chattering phenomenon. A bird lands nearby. Your cat starts making a rapid, stuttering, clicking sound, jaw chattering, the whole performance. It looks ridiculous. It sounds like a very small, malfunctioning robot. Yet your cat is doing it with complete earnest intensity. Scientists don't have a definitive explanation. Two theories exist. The first, frustration, the sound of a prey drive activated but unable to complete. The bird is right there. The glass intervenes. The second, researchers studying wild margay cats found them imitating prey calls to lure animals closer. Domestic cats may be doing something neurologically similar. Either way, chattering is complete neurological engagement. When they chatter at the sky with that ridiculous tiny robot jaw, that is a brain running at full power. That is not boredom. That is the opposite of boredom. What actually makes a window rich for a cat? Not all windows are equal, and understanding why explains what your cat's nervous system is looking for. Most prey lives at ground level. A lower window or perch at ground level sightlines puts your cat in the middle of the world their prey detection system was calibrated for, completely different from watching sky and treetops. Bird activity multiplies the value exponentially. A feeder within view gives your cat something that changes, responds, and surprises, something alive. A windowsill with a feeder in view is neurologically the richest room in the house. Natural light also regulates your cat's circadian rhythm. Morning sun matters most. Cats are naturally most active at dawn, and their nervous system responds to that light differently than afternoon light. And warmth. A cold windowsill gets abandoned no matter how compelling the view. The window is passive enrichment. Your cat watches, processes, engages, but their body stays still. For all its neurological value, it doesn't give their predatory system anything to complete. The behaviors that boredom produces, the ankle attacks, the 3 a.m. zoomies, the restless pacing, tend to peak in cats who have sensory input, but no outlet. They can see prey, they can't hunt. The frustration has to go somewhere. Vertical space changes what the territory feels like. A cat tree or wall shelving gives your cat a genuinely different experience of the same room. Different sight lines, different smells at different heights, the ability to survey their territory from above. For a species that evolved to use vertical space as both hunting advantage and safety, it matters more than it looks like it should. And play. The window handles the watching. Play handles the hunting. 2 short sessions a day, ending with a catch and a meal, give the predatory sequence somewhere to go. The energy that was looking for ankles finds a better target. None of this requires an expensive overhaul, just an understanding of what your cat's nervous system is looking for, and the simplest way to provide it. Every cat is an individual. Some will spend hours at the window, and others will glance outside once and walk away. The science tells you what's possible. Your cat tells you what's true for them. The behaviors that look like personality quirks, the zoomies, the ankle attacks, the wall staring, are your cat's nervous system communicating something real, not a flaw in their character, a mismatch between what they were built for and what their environment is offering. When that mismatch gets smaller, something shifts, not because the cat changed, because their nervous system finally has somewhere to land, a window with something worth watching, a warm place to sit in it, vertical space to move through. Play that finishes the way a hunt is supposed to finish. That's what an enriched indoor life actually looks like. Not elaborate or expensive, just a life that makes sense to a predator living indoors. Yours, Meow. Because your cat has been trying to tell you something. If this reframes something you've been seeing in your cat, anyone with an indoor cat needs to hear this. Worth passing on. Next episode, we're going to talk about something almost every cat owner does and almost none of them take seriously enough. Something your cat has been responding to since the day you brought them home, in a slightly higher voice than usual and feeling mildly embarrassed about. Drop in the comments, what does your cat do that you now think might be a boredom signal? The wall staring? The 3 a.m. chaos? We want to know. See you in the next one.